Hello and welcome to my channel where we talk all things true crime. If that's something that you're into, I hope you'll appreciate today's case coverage and I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button. It really does help my channel grow. Today we are covering the Idaho 4 case and an update that came out earlier last week and I didn't get to cover it, so here I am now. We have been talking about Ann Taylor, who's representing Bryan Kohberger in his upcoming trial, and how she used to represent Kara Kernodle, which is Xana Kernodle's mother, one of the victims. We discussed how Kara had given power of attorney over to Ann and that she had been represented in that office by Ann since 2017. Those were her words. There is actually a petition going around to obtain signatures to get Ann Taylor removed from the case because of a conflict of interest. Kara is not the only person who has been represented by Ann Taylor. She has also been retained to represent, or has represented, Maddie Mogen's father and Maddie Mogen's stepmother. But there's no conflict of interest. Okay, so we're going to see what this new document has to say. Let me know your thoughts about this and all of that good stuff. So apparently, these are the documents that came out that I want to go over with you guys. Apparently, they had a secret meeting, it was over Zoom, January 27th. So please tell me what you think of these documents. Do you guys think it's okay that Ann Taylor represents Bryan Kohberger, or do you think that this still is a conflict of interest? Because according to these legal documents, they're going to say that they don't believe that it is a conflict of interest. So let me know your thoughts down below. It says, in the District Court of the 2nd Judicial District of the state of Idaho, in for the account of Latah. And it says up here, on January 27, 2023, this matter came before the court for a status hearing. The hearing was held via Zoom. Ashley Jennings appeared on behalf of the state of Idaho. Mr. Kohberger appeared in custody with his attorney, Ann Taylor. Having weighed the interest in privacy and public disclosure, the court finds it prudent to unseal the records related to the status hearing on January 27, 2023, with redactions including certain individuals' names, because the disclosure of the information might threaten or endanger the life or safety of said individuals. Therefore, after due consideration and with good cause appearing, it is hereby ordered that the records related to the status hearing on January 27, 2023 be redacted and unsealed. This was signed on the 1st of March. Down here, it just says, that this is the district court. It says title of action, State of Idaho versus Bryan Kohberger. Has the judge there. It has the clerk, all of that good stuff. Ann Taylor, attorney for the defendant. And then it says others present. And it says Bryan Kohberger. Be it known that the following proceedings were had to wit. Court noted that presence of counsel and the defendant that stated that the defendant is still in custody. Court noted that all parties were appearing via Zoom. So like I said, they were all via Zoom. Court stated that this is the time set for the conference status conference. Court stated that this is a sealed recording of the proceedings and the minutes will be sealed in the court file. Court stated that the purpose of this hearing is to ensure the defendant is fully advised of his right to counsel and any potential conflict Ms. Taylor may have. Court further stated that the court recently met with Ms. Jennings and Ms. Taylor and it is determined that it would be prudent to have this hearing. Court stated that Ms. Taylor is appointed public defender for Kootenai County and that Ms. Taylor's name is on nearly all letterhead for the Kootenai County Public Defender's Office, whether she is acting attorney or not. So right there, it's just saying that Ann Taylor has her name on all the letterheads throughout all of the different lawyers in her building. Sorry, I couldn't get that out there. So her name is on the letterhead, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she's representing you. I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to say this here, this isn't her first rodeo. Kara Kernodle has been arrested before. I think she would know who her lawyer was. I just think that anyway. But let me know what you guys think below. It says, court explains to the defendant that a conflict of interest can arise if counsel currently or previously represented an individual or if there is any other conflict that such that they would need to withdraw. Court stated that this court generally leaves the issue of conflict and the decision if it is necessary to withdraw to each attorney on a case-by-case basis and to allow counsel time to discuss this decision with the individual they are representing. Court stated that based upon discussion with counsel this morning, it is the court's understanding that the defendant is in agreement with Ms. Taylor continuing to represent him, and further stated that the court is understanding that Ms. Taylor does not believe there is a conflict. The defendant stated that this is correct. So apparently, Ann Taylor said, I don't think there's a conflict, and Bryan Kohberger said, I agree. At 12:51 p.m., this is where it's just going to tell us the minutes that they went by court. So at 12:51 p.m., Ms. Taylor stated that her name appears on every document in the public defender's office, but below her name is the individual who actually represents the named individual in the case. Ms. Taylor stated that specific issues with the media has brought attention to are two cases involving Xana Kernodle's mother, Ms. Kernodle. Ms. Taylor stated that there was an open felony case that she was not assigned to, and the case has since been conflicted out. Ms. Taylor further stated that there was a 2017 misdemeanor case, which was sentenced, and her office was awaiting to withdraw from. Ms. Taylor stated that the public defender who represented Ms. Kernodle in that matter was redacted, who left the PD's office in September or October. Ms. Taylor stated that her practice is to transfer all cases that are pending withdrawal or have a bench warrant issued to her. Ms. Taylor stated that the 2017 case was assigned to her on October 20th, and from October 20th until the date she withdrew, Ms. Taylor stated that she had no contact or relationship with Ms. Kernodle and has not met her or provided any legal advice. Ms. Taylor stated that most of what the media is reporting on regarding the Kootenai case is untrue. I wonder what parts are untrue. I wonder if it'll tell us. Ms. Taylor stated that she has spoken with Bill Thompson and Ashley Jennings and explained the above situation to them. Ms. Taylor stated that she has spoken with Redacted at the ISB Bar Counsel office, who conferred with Redacted, and all three do not believe that there is a conflict, so long as the defendant is comfortable with her remaining on as counsel. Ms. Taylor stated that there is no person that she is connected to in this case, and stated that Mr. Kohberger is the only individual in this case to whom she owns a duty of advocacy and loyalty. So did she not represent Maddie Mogen's father or stepmother either? Because that's not in these court documents. 12:54 p.m. Upon inquiry from the court, Ms. Jennings stated that this is her understanding as well. Court questioned the defendant. The defendant stated that given the information he has heard, the conversations he had with Ms. Taylor, he feels comfortable proceeding with her as his counsel. So Kohberger says that he's talked to her and he feels okay. He's like, I'm cool if she's cool. It says at 12:55 p.m., court advised the defendant to his right to have an attorney, and if he believes there is a conflict, the court can find and appoint different counsel. The defendant stated that he understood. Court questioned the defendant. The defendant stated that it is his wish to proceed with Ms. Taylor as counsel. At 12:56 p.m., court stated that there is a lot of speculation surrounding this case and has spoken with the attorneys regarding staying focused on the facts. Court appreciates this issue being brought to the court's attention and stated this information appropriately covers any concerns. Court recessed at 1:05 p.m. So that's all of the documents there. I just wanted to share that with you. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think that this is a conflict of interest still? Okay, let's say she didn't represent Kara Kernodle, and Kara just went on News Nation and she just lied. Let's just say that, which I don't see why she would do that. What about Maddie Mogen's father and her stepmother? Because we've heard and we've known that they were also represented by Ann Taylor. So did she not represent them as well? Has she not represented anybody in that town? So I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts below. Thank you guys for joining me for another upload. Don't forget, I do go live usually every evening at 7:15, and I usually put out at least a video for y'all every day. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment for engagement, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.